Let's be real. Not everyone has time for 300 episodes of power-ups and flashbacks. Sometimes, you just want a short anime you can binge in a weekend, or a single sitting. Today, we're counting down the top 10 anime with just 12 episodes. And trust me, every single one hits hard. Whether you want action, romance, tears, or straight-up chaos, this list is your ultimate guide. Let's go! 10. Hell's Paradise. Ready for an adrenaline shot of pure chaos? Hell's Paradise drops you into a twisted survival game where death row convicts are sent to a cursed island teeming with nightmare fuel monsters, bizarre gods, and brutal combat. Their task? Find the mythical elixir of life. The catch? This paradise wants them dead in the most horrifying ways imaginable. At the center is Gabamaru, a stone-cold ninja sentenced to die, who finds a reason to survive when hope claws its way back into his heart. Alongside him is a stoic executioner, and together, they cut through the island's madness both physically and emotionally. Each episode hits with stunning animation, mind-bending fight choreography, and lore that's as deep as it is disturbing. It's not just blood and blades, it's a haunting look at what makes us human, even in hell. A savage blend of gorgeous visuals, complex characters, and action that refuses to pull punches. This anime doesn't just entertain, it scars in the best way. 9. No Game, No Life. What if your entire life, from politics to war, was settled through games? That's the wild world siblings Sora and Shiro get thrown into when they're transported to a fantasy realm ruled by one unbreakable law. No violence, only games. But don't expect simple card tricks. We're talking galaxy brain chess matches, reality warping poker, and games where logic bends and stakes are world-shattering. These two NET geniuses don't just want to survive, they want to challenge the god of games himself. Visually, it's a neon dream. Story-wise, it's a roller coaster of strategy, trolling, and mind-blowing plays that'll have you screaming, no way they just did that. Still no Season 2, pain. But these 12 episodes, peak isekai brilliance. If you love outsmarting the system, sibling banter, and flashy visuals wrapped around god-tier IQ plays, No Game, No Life is your next must-binge.
そうだな。やっぱり人間の肉が一番だ。
8. The Promised Neverland. At first glance, The Promised Neverland looks like your typical feel-good orphanage anime. Happy kids, warm hugs, and lots of smiles. But trust me, it flips hard. Episode 1 delivers one of the most jaw-dropping plot twists in anime history. From that moment on, it's a psychological chess game for survival. Emma, Norman, and Ray are 3 genius kids living in a cozy orphanage until they discover the horrifying truth about their home. What follows is a tense escape plan, mind games with their caretaker, and a terrifying countdown to freedom. This isn't about fighting demons or throwing hands. It's about outsmarting monsters with brains, not brawn. Every episode is packed with suspense, strategy, and emotional punches. It's only 12 episodes, but the tension is sky-high from start to finish. If you love twists, high-stakes mind games, and characters that fight with their intellect, this one's a must-watch.
だけど
7. Erased. What if you had the power to rewind time just far enough to prevent tragedy? Now, imagine being yanked all the way back to your 10-year-old self just to stop a murderer hiding in plain sight. Erased isn't just a mystery. It's a deep dive into childhood trauma, trust, and redemption. You follow Satoru, a struggling manga artist who suddenly finds himself reliving his school days with one chilling mission: save his classmate from a gruesome fate and expose a killer before it's too late. The pacing is razor-sharp, the suspense never lets up, and the emotional weight hits like a truck. Each episode peels back layers of truth, building toward a finale that's as heartbreaking as it is satisfying. It's a tightly woven thriller that blends suspense, time travel, and emotional storytelling into one unforgettable ride. If you want a short anime that'll keep you hooked and emotionally wrecked, Erased is the one. 6. Terror in Resonance. Tokyo is shaken to its core when a mysterious terrorist duo begins orchestrating a series of calculated bombings, each one leaving behind chilling riddles instead of chaos. But don't be fooled, these teenagers aren't mindless criminals. They're brilliant, broken, and burdened by a haunting past that slowly unravels with every episode. Directed by the legendary Shinichiro Watanabe, and paired with an emotionally devastating score by Yoko Kanno, Terror in Resonance is a psychological symphony of pain, justice, and lost innocence. It explores what happens when the system fails, and the unheard decide to speak through explosions. This isn't your usual cops and robbers tale. It's a slow-burning, cerebral thriller that leaves your heart heavy and your mind racing. Beautiful animation, an unforgettable soundtrack, and a story that makes you question who the real villains are. If you want something emotionally deep and atmospherically intense, this anime will stick with you long after the credits roll.
近くで見ていても意味はないから。そういうあなたは大丈夫なの？
さあ。
5. Another. Welcome to Yomiyama North Middle School, where one classroom is cursed, and death lurks around every corner. It all starts when transfer student Kuchi Sakakibara notices something strange, a mysterious girl named Mei Misaki who everyone else pretends doesn't exist. From there, it's a slow descent into madness. Students begin dying in the most brutal, horrifying ways imaginable. We're talking umbrella impalements, elevator crushings, and more nightmare fuel than your brain can handle. As the class desperately tries to uncover the truth behind the curse, the paranoia, tension, and body count rise with every episode. What another does brilliantly is keep you guessing. Just when you think you figured it out, it throws a twist so wild, you'll want to rewatch everything with fresh eyes. Add in its chilling atmosphere and eerie soundtrack, and you got one of the most unforgettable 12-episode horror anime ever made. Perfect if you love creepy mysteries, unexpected deaths, and horror that messes with your head. 4. Death Parade. What happens after we die? Death Parade answers with a chilling concept. When two souls die at the same time, they're sent to a mysterious bar, not for drinks, but to play a game that decides their fate. Darts, bowling, air hockey, simple games, right? But as emotions unravel and memories resurface, the truth about who these people were and what they've done explodes in devastating ways. Every episode introduces new players with new moral dilemmas, forcing you to ask, who deserves a second chance, and who deserves oblivion? At the heart of it all is Desem, the stoic bartender with secrets of his own, quietly learning what it means to be human. Visually stunning and emotionally ruthless, Death Parade isn't just an anime, it's a philosophical gut punch wrapped in style and mystery. With a hauntingly beautiful soundtrack, and one of the best opening themes ever, this 12-episode journey will stay with you long after the credits roll. Stylish, smart, and soul-shattering.
早い年歴が定まらない
我々の大切なバナナを
3. Danadan. Alright, buckle up, because Danadan is absolute chaos in the best possible way. You've got ghosts, you've got aliens, you've got psychic battles, absurd humor, and the most high-energy animation you've seen since Mob Psycho. The story kicks off when a girl who believes in ghosts and a boy who believes in aliens accidentally unlock both, and suddenly, their lives become a non-stop roller coaster of paranormal insanity. One minute they're getting abducted by aliens, the next they're exorcising curses with laser beams and flying kicks. The energy is off the charts, the pacing never lets you breathe, and the visuals? Chef's kiss. Studio Science Saru went nuts with this one. It's weird, it's wild, and it works. If you love anime that throws logic out the window and replaces it with raw, imaginative power, Danadan is your next 12-episode obsession. 2. Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man is pure chaos, and we mean that in the best way possible. In just 12 episodes, it delivers more blood, hype, and unhinged energy than most anime do in their entire run. The story follows Denji, a broke devil hunter who fuses with his pet chainsaw demon and turns into a literal chainsaw man. Yeah, you heard that right. From there, it's all gas, no brakes. Monster slaying, rooftop heartbreaks, unhinged coworkers, and one of the most iconic endings of 2022. But here's what makes it shine. It's not just gore and madness. Beneath the violence is raw emotion, existential dread, and characters that feel way too real for a show where a dude revs his face like a chainsaw. With stunning animation from MAPPA, incredible pacing, and unforgettable moments, yes, that Makima scene. Chainsaw Man is a brutal masterpiece you can finish in one sitting. Short, savage, legendary. This one's a must-watch.
先輩
One Kaiju number 8. Coming in hot is Kaiju number 8, a 12-episode beast that smashes its way into the action genre with zero chill. Set in a world constantly under attack by giant monsters, the story follows Kafka Hibino, a 32-year-old janitor who dreams of joining the elite defense force. But plot twist, he ends up turning into a kaiju himself. Now he's fighting the very creatures he's become, while hiding his secret from his teammates. It's part superhero story, part monster madness, and 100% adrenaline. The animation, slick. The kaiju designs, terrifying. And the main character? A relatable underdog with a monster inside him, literally. If you loved Attack on Titan or Jujutsu Kaisen, this one brings the same explosive energy with a fresh, older protagonist twist. It's fast-paced, intense, and just the right amount of weird. Only 12 episodes, and every one hits like a kaiju punch to the face. There you have it. 10 short anime series you can binge this weekend and still have time left to cry about them after. Whether you're into psychological thrillers, high-energy action, mind-blowing visuals, or tear-jerking drama, this list proves you don't need 100 episodes to leave a massive impact. So tell me, which of these have you watched? And what's your favorite short anime of all time? Drop it in the comments. Make sure to hit that like button, sub for more anime lists, and share this with a friend who says, I don't have time to watch anime, because yes they do. Until next time, stay weeb, stay awesome. Peace out.